Hey Fandom, today's the day. Is DC Dark Knight's Metal. #1 is out. This is Tuesday that I'm recording this, and we're gonna have a midnight release tonight. It's gonna be great. Scott Snyder will be Skyping in, videoing in here for a little Q&A, and he's also buying us all pizza. Like, seriously, he's buying us all pizza. We're gonna have a huge pizza party. That's after we do Batman DC trivia. We have Facebook events for that. You know, it's gonna be great. We'll take some pictures and show you. But Metal is out now. This is the cover. It's foil. It's a metal cover, and here's the midnight release cover. It looks all like a black metal band T-shirt, which is the shirt I'm wearing. That has a kind of like tour dates on the back, but it's actually the tie-ins. The Metal 2 and what was it, Teen Titans 12 both come out on September soon, and September 13th, the day after my birthday. And Metal is insane. This book, Scott was saying, I can call him Scott, you know, because we talk, but he was saying that it'll melt your face off. And when I read a black and white photocopy of this book at San Diego Comic-Con that they let some retailers read, it really did. Like that, the last page is insanity. Like you can have that spoiled for you. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I promise I won't spoil it for you, but if you Google like USA Today Metal 1 or CBR Metal 1, you could see spoilers. You could see there's two big reveals. One is smaller but cooler for like hardcore DC fans. That ties into the whole Hawk legacy and all that, and ties it into the Blackhawks and the Challenge of the Unknown, all this cool stuff. The thing that I love most about this book is everything cool about the DC universe that's kind of weird or esoteric is all linked now. Those teams and those groups that were between kind of the Golden Age and Silver Age, or they weren't really incorporated in the Silver Age all that much, and they didn't last into the Bronze Age. Like, you know, you'll see them in New Frontier, Challenge of the Unknown, Blackhawks, all that. And also the weird places in DC are all linked now. The places that have weird energies about them, weird time fluxes, you know, like Warlord's Place, Skataris, or however you pronounce that, I don't remember, but Nanda Parbat, all that stuff is linked, and everything's linked with Batman and the Wayne family, going back with the bats and the birds. It's insane. And I could tell you all this stuff that's cool about it. It starts in the middle of things. It starts in the middle of a battle with Mongol, and it's the end. It's the end that really will be a gut punch. Like, what the F? This is insane. This is this means something. This is going to be huge. And I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a guest star at the very end, and it's legitimate. It has two story reasons for that to be the guest star, family-related reasons and metal-related, like actual metal-related reasons. And also, the creator tied to that character has fully endorsed it. So it's cool. I promise you it's cool. And you should try it. You should try Metal. Go to your comic shop if they have a midnight release and get it at midnight. It's fun. It's cool to read it, you know? You have the dark days, the midnight. It works. Moving on, Sandman, oversized special, one of the Jack Kirby specials. This was fun. I also read this at San Diego. There's a story by Dan Jurgens. There's a story by Joe Orlando. I like this character. I liked this character when I read Neil Gaiman's Sandman when it was peppered in. I liked it when I like the history of the Sandman. I like that. I like Starman and all those histories. I really dig that. And it seems like Kirby's one kind of gets overlooked, and it's cool to see him get the spotlight here for this special. It was fun. I dug it. Moving on, more War of Jokes and Riddles. This is Tom King, who you might know from the smash hit Mr. Miracle from last week, but more of that, going strong. If you didn't get Mr. Miracle, hopefully there'll be a second print soon. So seriously try it, it was great. My pick of the week last week, and yeah, it blew up. And Superman 29, look at this. Look at this, it's like a Sinestro Superman, Parallax does something to him, it's crazy. This kind of wackadoo, fun, ridiculous stuff is, you know, why we read comics, why we read comic books periodically, monthly, in a shared universe and enjoy it. and they do these crazy ideas. And it's not just what's on TV when it's in season once a week or a movie every couple years. This is why you read comics, and that's fun. And Future Quest presents Space Ghost #1. This is Space Ghost. It's the same artist from the previous Space Ghost miniseries. Has that look and feel. If you liked Future Quest, you'll love it. It also has the Herculoids in it. And I'm a fan of Hanna-Barbera's action stuff. I'm a fan of Space Ghost. If you are too, follow it there. Moving on to Marvel, all new Wolverine and Wolverine in Generations. It's a one-shot. It's Laura and Logan, and it's Logan way back in his past before she's ever thought of, and maybe he's thought about being a father. I don't know. Sabretooth from way back, and it's very touching. It's very heartfelt. It's bittersweet, but it's good, and it's what these Generations one-shots should be, things that are emotionally resonant. Put these two characters together at different points in time and give us an emotionally resonant story that hopefully changes both of their perspectives going on. So I enjoyed it. Astonishing X-Men #2. This is a Charles Soule book. #1 was my favorite X-Men book of the whole relaunch. They're fighting Shadow King. Shadow King has some tricks up his sleeves. He has some other people in his head, some people that are very close to the X-Men that could possibly hurt them badly. And if you've known from some of the previews and whatnot that Madrox, Multiple Man, first page, there he is. So if you're a fan of him, get it. I love Astonishing. I love Charles Soule. Yes, there's a lot of X books again. You know, Resurrection still has a bunch of books, but this is, if you're going to buy and read one X-Men book, it should be this one, easily. And then also for Marvel, Spider-Man 2, #2. See that big Taskmaster on the cover? Is Taskmaster the 616 main Marvel Universe's Miles Morales? Maybe. Can't spoil it because it hasn't been revealed yet, but maybe. That would be pretty freaking cool. So it was fun seeing both Spider-Man fight Taskmaster. That was a great issue. And then finally, Rick and Morty, Pocket Like You Stole It. This book is fun. It's funny. Crazy amounts of Mortys and also crazy amounts of Ricks. And it's just a lot of big fights. And next issue looks like it's going to be Infinite Jerrys versus Infinite Ricks. That's the week. The biggest deal, of course, is Metal #1. And I'm telling you, even if you haven't read DC since, let's just say New 52 pissed you off or whatever, or you stopped during DCU and didn't get back in with Rebirth, and now it's been a while, but you still have affinity for the characters, just get this book. Get it. This makes the DC Universe this vast, wild, crazy, and dangerous freaking place that any bit character could have something very important and pivotal about them that's exciting and interesting and makes the DC Universe like this living, breathing thing. Oh, also, Multiversity's in here. Grant Morrison's Multiversity, they literally have that map that we have, and they have it, and it's crazy. So get this. Seriously, get this. Yeah, I have a Band-Aid on my finger. I actually pierced my finger with a piece of metal this morning. I just wanted to get into the things. It was an accident, but still crazy. Anyway, get Metal, and if you are local, make sure you come here and get free pizza. And if you are up around midnight, go to your local comic shop and see if they will sell you a copy. It's awesome. I promise you. I am not lying. Metal #1 is my favorite comic in a long time. It's a great first issue, starting the middle of action with crazy high stakes. I'm there. I'm excited. I love it. This book makes me feel like validates my life choices for owning a comic book store. You know, like some days I'm just like, this sucks. I hate everything. Everyone complains about everything. This is awful, you know, whatever. I get depressed, drink a lot, and pass out. But then a book like Metal comes out, and I'm super excited. So get it. It's awesome. It doesn't make you want to drink until you pass out and not feel feelings. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.